Nailed it through the corner. Now carefully lining up. Green flag waves, all clear. He dug in a little bit at that front left corner. That doesn't help him. He gets over on the passenger side door. That's a 3-point roll.
Didn't quite have the speed coming into the ramp that time because of the damage to the vehicle on the front end. You see the right front end damage. I think it's better if it would be the left front end to get a better angle when he gets over onto the passenger side door for the 3-pointer.
Now on the track, Long John Silver from Wantagh, New York, a crowd favorite. Taking a caricature of his mother-in-law, I believe, along the back. Here he comes, there he goes, over he goes, 2 complete and then some.
What an effort by Long John Silver, landing on the wheels for the extra scoring. Great effort with the dummy hanging out of the back.
Take a look and count him again. Good speed, good technique, catching the ramp just right, getting that big rebound off the right front, and then turning into it to tuck that left front under.
There's one complete roll. Plenty of speed coming off of there, up and over again.
Tremendous height between the flips. Tucked down into the defensive driving position. Good score on effort number 1. Now here comes pass number 2 for Long John.
Another great effort by Long John. Again, 2 full turns, landing on the wheels.
So 2 10-point rolls by Long John Silver of Wantagh, New York. Car looking a little bit the worse for wear. Has it got another roll in it? See if he can get the fire started again.
Well, he is our leader now, apparently. One more look at it. Not much damage done after the first 2 complete rolls. The second pass, he gets the same results. Outstanding effort by Long John, landing on the wheels, and he'll try it one more time.
You bet, with his co-pilot hanging precariously out the back. It is a stuffed co-pilot, we should reiterate. Good speed from the somewhat redesigned Honda of Long John Silver. Here he comes, good speed for a wreck. Oh, he can't get it to turn. But he does take over the lead with 20 points in 2 rolls. John Silver is our new leader.
Great effort by John. I think the front end that time, being a little damaged, did not come off the ramp the way he wanted, and he runs over and says hello to Sick Vic over there in the middle of the figure-8 track.
The coup de grace, so to speak. So we have a new leader as we get set for our next contestant. This is Jason Savoy. Oh, I beg your pardon, we've got a change in the order. This is Johnny Dangerously, John Hopkins from Ronkonkoma, New York.
And Johnny Dangerously landing on his roof. Had kind of a bad angle, got up there at the last minute and caught an awful lot of the ramp on the right side with the right wheelbase. So he get going for his second pass. He's got an awful lot of this ramp over on the right side. Really did not give him the leverage he needed to lean into it to roll more than once.
Back on all 4 wheels and running, John Hopkins and Johnny Dangerously will take his next attempt. He needs to score big on this one.
Much better angle.
Oh, you bet.
Look at this, unbelievable. Johnny Dangerously on the wheelbase.
I think he got 3 complete there.
That would be a 15-pointer, excuse me, Bob, if it was 3 complete, and that's the best effort of the day after a disappointing first effort.
Let's take another look at this. The best single roll we've seen thus far. He turns hard into the ramp and gets a great launch, and away she goes.
Generates the speed, the smaller vehicle really flipping over. Wow, what an effort by Johnny Dangerously.
Was that 4?
That may have been 4 complete times. It was.
I think it was.
That's
4.
a 20-pointer then.
And that ties him for the lead with Long John Silver. So So he will try desperately to get this car started. Basically, all he has to do is tip it onto its driver's side floor, and he has a chance to take the lead. Now, the front left tire is down. The right front corner dangerously stove in, but here he comes.
Can he generate the speed? It looks like he's doing okay so far.
Long as nothing breaks on the way to the ramp. John Hopkins has a shot at the lead right here. Oh, turn it in. Oh, he misses the ramp entirely.
That is an attempt. I think he got 2 points on his first attempt. He landed on his roof, so that would put him in the lead, I believe, if he got 20 for the second.
Up next from Huntington, it will be
Jody Taylor coming around, generating a lot of speed.
Gets 1.5 and 2 complete rolls. That's worth 10 points.
Good effort by Jody. Looks like the vehicle's still in pretty good shape. They need the record to push him with the jump start to continue on.
Getting to get a little rutted in our impact area. That may help somebody who can hit the ruts just right.
Jody hitting the ramp. A lot of speed. Took a pretty good angle. 2 complete turns for 10 points and on his way for his second pass.
Building speed on the backstretch. Want to come high through this corner. Take it right out to the wall to get that wide entry. Green flag waves. Here he comes. Wheels singing and over he goes. There's 1. There's 2.
2 and the passenger door possibly. So that is 10 plus another 3. So a 13-point effort if they give him the passenger door. And he could be our leader right now. If they don't, it'll be tied.
There's 1. 2. And that moves him into a tie for the lead.
So they did not give him the passenger door. They gave him the roof for the 12 points for a total of 22. And he has 1 more pass if he can get the vehicle going. Here comes the wrecker to give him a push.
You might want to put your legs up.
Tied with John Hopkins from Ronkonkoma, New York. Officials talking it over, making sure nothing's leaking anywhere.
Mike just want to stand up.
So he didn't have the real spectacular effort that Hopkins had for the 20-pointer, but he's had 2 solid efforts, and he's going to go around 1 more time. And if he just scores a single point with this one, he will gain the lead. Could not get the turning radius there.
I would imagine it's probably modified just a little bit after the abuse these guys put on these cars.
His vehicle appears to still be running fairly well.
So, all he has to do is get to the ramp, get it up on the driver's side door, and he will move into the lead. Let's see if Jody Taylor can make it and what he can make of it. Because remember, Zigzag, Charlie Soper, holder of the world record, will be coming up last.
Pretty good speed by Taylor. No, he does not get anything, and he will remain tied. Disappointing final effort for Jody Taylor after 2 solid efforts of 10 and 12 on his first 2 tries.
Now the man everyone came to see, holder of the world record with 5 1/2 rolls on a single attempt. The points leader in this series from Port Jefferson, New York. This is Charlie Zigzag Soper.
Can he get a 27-pointer in this competition?
1 and 2 in his first roll.
So a good opening attempt for Charlie Soper. He'll come up with 10 points, 2 full turns landing on the wheels.
The car continues to run. Let's take another look at that effort.
Zigzag, as they call him, because of his approach. 2 full turns for 10 points. A little damage to the roof.
All right, let's get down to Mark Garrow.
I tell you what, a little note on Zigzag. A lot of these guys are mechanics and truck drivers and just, well, everybody here is on the crazy side. But Zigzag, Charlie Soper, is a tile floor salesman. A real quiet job. And here he is out flipping race cars on purpose.
You bet, and he told you why earlier in the show, Mark. I do it because this is what I do. This car is seriously torn up. He's got 2 attempts to come. I don't really think it's in the car. He's got a lot of points to gain if he's going to move into the lead. In fact, I don't think he can do it with just 1 attempt. He's got to get big points here and keep the car going for a 3rd attempt. There's 5.
It's a 5-pointer. The front left wheel you saw was extremely damaged, really leaning in. Got the 5-pointer. 15 now. We'll need to get it. 7-pointer to tie and 8 to take the lead. Looks like he's got the vehicle running for 1 more attempt. Here it comes again. He couldn't get the speed or the angle he wanted because of the damage to the front end. It's still a good job to pick up 5 points. Roll.
Car is rolling with 1 more attempt. The crowd cheering him on. He leads Slim Jim Donaldson by 55 points in the season standings. Carl Peterson is 3rd, Long John Silver 4th, and Gravel Buxa in 5th.
Car right now really laboring, trying to get some speed up.
He's a good, almost 2 complete rolls. Let's see what he gets. 1.
Yeah, that'll be another 5-pointer, and that'll cap him out at 20. So a good effort for Zigzag, especially considering the condition the vehicle was in after the 1st attempt. See it again, really laboring up here. Tried to gun it there at the end, took a good angle, got it over 1 complete time for another 5-pointer. So his last 2 attempts were 5-pointers. First one was for 10, so he'll finish with 20.
And that unofficially will put him into 2nd place behind the tie between Jody Taylor and John Hopkins. There you are. Taylor and Johnny Dangerously Hopkins are tied. Zigzag 3rd in a tie with Long John Silver for 4th. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Riverhead Raceway. Here are the final results of our rollover competition. Jody Taylor and Johnny Dangerously Hopkins tie with 22 points apiece. Charlie Zigzag Soper and Long John Silver tied for 3rd with 20 points. And Doc Docherty finished with 19. Let's get down now to Mark Garrow standing by with our winners.
I've seen a...
Welcome back to Riverhead Raceway. Here are the final results of our rollover competition. Jody Taylor and Johnny Dangerously Hopkins tie with 22 points apiece. Charlie Zigzag Soper and Long John Silver tied for 3rd with 20 points. And Doc Docherty finished with 19. Let's get down now to Mark Garrow standing by with our winners.
I've seen a lot of crazy things, guys, but I think I've seen it all now. Jody Taylor, you tied for the win. Now, they had a trophy and a checkered flag, so instead of fighting things out and sawing things in half, you took the checkered flag. You could have won this thing on the last rollover, but didn't catch it.
Yeah, that rocked my world, those 2 rolls like that. I never did that many. I'm shaking up. I'm a hurting unit. But thanks Fairfield Auto Body and Atlantic Auto Wrecking for helping me out, and it's good fun. Good fun.
What do you do inside the car to try to protect yourself once the car starts going over and over and over?
Just hold on. I got double seat belts and stuff like that. Hold on and close your eyes.
This guy, when he got out of his car, he was shaking his head like, ugh, I don't know what happened to me here. Johnny Dangerously, Jody's a big guy. You're just a little guy. And you didn't even have to fight to get the trophy.
No, I didn't. It's the first thing I ever won in my life, and I've been working for this about 7 years, doing all different type of racing, from demos and Doros and rollovers, and man, this feels good. This feels really good. I just want to thank a couple of people. Thank my brother Danny from All-Way Transport and my wife Michelle at home that thinks I'm crazy, and she wouldn't want to watch.
She's right.
I guess I am, but man.
Before you get there, let's talk about your rollover. You had the most spectacular roll of the day. I mean, you had the big one.
I know, I felt it too, and I held on. I was going and going and going. I was just yahoo, man. It was great. Woo!
I tell you what, his wife thinks he's crazy. She's absolutely, positively right on the numbers.
That's why I got the name Johnny Dangerously.
That's why he's Johnny Dangerously. Bob Varsha?
All right, thanks, Mark. We're having big fun here at Riverhead, and when we come back, the biggest fun of all, we're going figure 8 racing. Stay with us.